All right, today we are diving deep into one of the most interesting betting systems out there, the Lucky 63. Now, I know it sounds a little complicated, but trust me, stick with me for a few minutes. By the end of this, you'll know exactly how it works, and more importantly, if it's the right play for you.
Oh man, we have all been there, haven't we? You've got this perfect six-fold accumulator, 5 of your picks that come in, you're practically planning what to do with the winnings, and then that one last result goes south, and poof, the whole bet is toast. It is, without a doubt, one of the most frustrating feelings in betting. So, here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about that painful all-or-nothing problem. Then, I'll show you how the Lucky 63 acts as your safety net. We'll look under the hood at the 63 bets, walk through a real-world example, cover some really key bonuses, and then wrap it up with the final verdict on whether this is for you. Let's do it.
So first things first, let's really define the problem we're trying to solve here. You know, the classic accumulator, or ECA, has this huge fundamental flaw. It's got a single point of failure.
And this slide just says it all, doesn't it? You can be over 80% right. You picked 5 out of 6 winners. But with a standard accumulator, that means you're 100% wrong. Your entire stake just vanishes. It is the absolute definition of high risk, high reward, with zero room for error.
Okay, so how do you protect yourself from that gut punch? Well, this is where the solution comes in, the Lucky 63. Honestly, the easiest way to think about it is as a kind of betting insurance.
Now this is the total game changer. Imagine this. Even on a really bad day, where only one of your 6 picks manages to win, you still get some money back. Instead of a total loss, you get a little something. That's the core idea behind the Lucky 63.
So what is it, technically? Well, it's what's known as a full cover bet. You make your 6 selections just like normal, but instead of one bet, the system places 63 different bets for you, covering all the combinations. You'll find this option on pretty much all the major online sportsbooks. It's really easy to select. And speaking of finding the right sportsbook with these features, if you're looking for a list of the best betting sites in your country with a 300% bonus, just search for BetPlace US in your browser.
This comparison here just shows the difference so perfectly. On the left, you've got the standard accumulator. It's like a chain. One link breaks, the whole thing is useless. On the right, you've got the Lucky 63, which is more like a safety net ready to catch you. It's really a simple trade-off. You're placing more bets to buy yourself that security.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, where in the world do 63 bets come from? Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine of this thing. Basically, it's built by combining your 6 selections in every single mathematical way possible.
It is all about having layers of coverage. The system starts simple, right? 6 single bets, 1 for each of your picks. Then it starts building. It creates all 15 possible doubles, all 20 possible trebles, and it keeps going all the way up to that one big 6-fold accumulator. Every single angle is covered.
And this table just puts it all together nicely for you. You add up all those combinations, and boom, there's your 63 bets. Now here is the most important part to remember. A €1 Lucky 63 does not cost €1. It costs 63 euros. Why? Because you're placing €1 on each of those 63 individual bets.
Theory is great and all, but let's see how this actually works with some real money on the line. We're going to use a horse racing example, and it's going to show you the wild difference between the best case and worst case scenarios.
So let's imagine we've put down a €1 Lucky 63 on these 6 horses. That's our total stake of 63 euros. The odds are all pretty solid, right? So let's just say it's our lucky day and every single one of them wins.
And if they all come home, the payout is just incredible. Every single one of your 63 bets is a winner. That $63 stake suddenly turns into a return of more than 8,800 euros. That's the massive upside potential we're talking about here.
Right, but now for the million-dollar question. What happens on a bad day? Let's say only one horse, let's pick Halajori, at odds of 3.50, actually wins. The other 5 all lose. What does that safety net actually do for us?
And here is that insurance policy in action. See? You don't lose everything. That one winning horse gives you a return of 350 euros from its single bet. Now, don't get me wrong, you've still lost money overall. But just compare that to a regular accumulator where your entire 63 euro stake would be completely gone. You basically paid a premium for protection and you got a small payout from it.
But wait, there's more. We're not done yet. Many bookmakers will actually sweeten the deal with special bonuses, and they offer an each-way option, which can totally change your potential returns. So let's look at that fine print.
These two bonuses are really common and they add a ton of value. The all-winner bonus gives you a nice percentage boost on top of your profit if you hit the jackpot. But what I really like is the one-winner consolation. This can double or even triple the odds on that single winner, which really helps soften the blow on a rough day. Taking advantage of offers like these is absolutely key to getting the most out of your bets. And on that note, if you are looking for a list of the best betting sites in your country with a 300% bonus, just search for betplace.us in your browser.
Now, for you horse racing and golf fans, the each way option is a huge deal. What you're doing here is basically placing two lucky 63s at once, one for your picks to win and a whole other one for them to just place, finish in the top few spots. Yes, it doubles your stake to 126 bets, but it also massively increases your chances of getting some kind of return.
So, we've seen how it works, we've seen the risks, and we've definitely seen the rewards. Now it's time to put it all together and help you figure out if this powerful, but expensive tool actually belongs in your betting toolkit.
Let's just lay it all out side by side. On the plus side, you get that insurance against the near miss. The potential payout is gigantic, and you only need one winner to get something back. But on the downside, that initial cost is high, and let's be honest, you'll often need 3 or more winners just to make a profit. So, this is not a strategy for a small bankroll. It really is a trade-off between security and cost. Ultimately, choosing the right bet really just comes down to your personal strategy, and of course, finding the right bookmaker to place it with. So remember, if you are looking for a list of the best betting sites in your country with a 300% bonus, just search for betplace.us in your browser.
And that really leaves us with the final question, the one you need to ask yourself. Are you willing to pay that higher premium, that 63 times stake, for the security of knowing that one bad result isn't going to completely wipe you out? The answer is going to depend on your personal strategy, how confident you are in your picks, and of course, your bankroll. But now you have all the info you need to make that choice.